What's up? What's up? What's up with it, peeps? Assalamu alaikum. Shalom. Hotel people, hotel. This is your boy Azakar, man. Bringing you the heat, man. It's nice to smother it outside. I hope you did all your things you need to do early, because it's going to be a hot one. Yeah. So do me a favor. Like the video, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. You will be notified. If you two don't be tripping like they can sometimes. Thought I had a lover myself. Woo! Boy, that sounds so true. So true. Yeah, man. It's a lot going on, especially with my people. You know, we had the Nick Cannon thing. Oh man. And I'm just hearing my sister not too long ago talk about Charlamagne the God is getting, I believe, getting some heat right about now. That my sister who I'm talking about is Vicky Dillon. Hey man, I need to subscribe to her channel. Boyce Walker, subscribe to his channel. Man, they bring a heat. They be cooking, homie, on that grown man shit. Hell yeah. And yeah, Monique, man, she's suing Netflix. Did y'all hear about that? Yeah, she won a major victory against Netflix in a lawsuit alleging race and gender discrimination after a federal court ruled Thursday that she possibly alleged the streaming giant illegally retaliated when she rejected a lowball offer to do some comedy specials. You know what I'm saying? Oh, boy, that's hard. And her judge was Andre Barati Jr. I know I'm cutting his name all up, but he's a well-respected judge, and and the novel theory arguing that Netflix alleged failure to negotiate an opening offer in good faith, as a customary in the industry, constitutes an adverse employment action for purposes of retaliation claim. That's our sister Monique, looking like $1 million. Look at Monique looking good. Hey, sexy. Regardless of whether the plaintiff will ultimately prevail on claims, dismissing this case under Rule 12b-6 is not appropriate, the judge said in his decision. Plaintiff complaint may raise a novel issue, but it does not justify dismissing it at this stage. So she won her thing, and it's gonna keep on going on like a first down till she get that touchdown. You feel me? Know what I mean, Myron? Know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. So that's a good thing for Monique. And I was listening to Big Brother Boyce Watkins. And he be dropping that shit, boy. He be dropping that real shit.
Their lead on this, right? We choose to send our children.
Oh man, he dropping real shit. And I'm gonna drop a little audio on this. This is entitled "Celebrities Should Not Become Black Leaders," which hell I agree about that. Yeah, they gonna bow down. They gonna bow. Man, maybe that's why I ain't rich and famous or no shit like that. Cause I want to be free like a bird. You know, leave me the fuck alone. That's just what it is. You ever been sick and tired of being sick and tired? Well, I'm one of them people. You know, there's only so much you can take. Any nigga don't want to hear all that, man. Don't want to feel all that either. Like this video, share, subscribe. So I'm gonna play. I was also listening to this when I was running my mile, my 2 miles. Yes, I specify that shit here, yeah, because it's hot in the motherfucker outside. And it ain't easy doing, cause you out there like that, goddamn. It ain't too pretty. It ain't pretty being sexy. It ain't pretty at all. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna play some of this audio. Y'all let me know what y'all like about it.
And after this recent attack, some people want to call things anti-Semitism. I refer to it as anti-racism. Anti-racism means that when you stand up against racism, people are going to accuse you of something that you did not do. And if anybody knows what it means to be falsely accused, it is the black man.
And yes, sir. Say that again. Say that again. Say that again.
People are going to accuse you of something that you did not do. And if anybody knows what it means to be falsely accused, it is the black man. And so on the Daily Beast, I don't know if you guys saw racism. People are going to accuse you of something that you did not do. And if anybody knows what it means to be falsely accused, it is the black man. And so on the Daily Beast, I don't know if you guys saw this, the Daily Beast basically said something ridiculous like the disturbing rise of black anti-Semitism. And they had Diddy and Ice Cube and Farrakhan and Nick Cannon all on the cover of this magazine. Give me a yes or no in the chat if you saw this. Let me know if you saw it, because it was really interesting, because you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of when I was in elementary school, and I remember going to school, and I remember the teachers saying that your behavior is disturbing. We're really concerned about your behavior. Is anybody else ever gone to school and had some white lady come up and tell you that they're concerned and they're disturbed and all these other things, and you ain't even doing nothing, like you just being normal, and they're telling you how they're concerned about your behavior. That's what they call paternalism. Paternalism is when somebody looks at you like an infant. That's when somebody looks at you almost like a baby, or looks at you as almost like a savage that they have to civilize, that they have to train, they have to teach how to behave. Now, let me just give you some background on this in terms of how racist folks work. First of all, they did this in Africa. They used to go to Africa, and they would basically say, we're going to go civilize the savages. We don't want you behaving like that. We're concerned about your behavior, so we're going to teach you how to behave in a proper fashion, right? So this act is about as old as racism gets, in terms of them telling you, somehow they feel that they have the right to teach you. They feel like they have the right to tell you what's wrong with you, and their shit just kind of gets pushed under the rug, right? like they don't have any imperfections, but you've got all the imperfections, and the best thing you can do as a black person is to elevate yourself and make yourself white, right? That's why they put the white Jesus in your church, because you're elevating to heaven, and you're praying to that Jesus in order to elevate yourself, so that hopefully one day you'll wake up and look in the mirror and you will see a white man like Uncle Ruckus. So at the end of the day, I think that we have to sort of understand our role in that process, in that we choose to, follow their lead on this, right? We choose to send our children to be educated by these people who look at them as savages, who are concerned about their behavior, who find you to be disturbing. And so this translates. This doesn't stop when you're a kid in school. It continues all the way into adulthood. It continues all throughout media. If you don't want to talk about, think about how many times you've seen black men, prominent black men, not just Nick Cannon, but prominent black men be forced to buckle to their knees and apologize in public. Right? You saw it with Nick Cannon. You saw it with Snoop. I remember Terrell Owens, when he was playing football, I remember they decided that he was a bad person, and they had him apologizing on TV. He had a whole press conference and everything. It looked like a little boy.
Doc touched on something at the 11-minute mark, too. I'll make sure I get it. But yeah, we shouldn't. Celebrities, there's only so much they can do when they're being controlled. See, like on a low man, low man totem pole. Man, I already know that. Well, I know where we stand. You got to grind on top of grind to get away. You know, from your corporate status, create your own stuff, find ways to generate money, keep it circulating, and build, network, circulation, build, network, circulation. You know what I mean. You know what I mean, Byron. You know what I mean, Byron. Here we go.
Basic as a $58 million contract that you're no longer going to receive if you continue with this black people stuff. Like you say, you love black people, but are they worth $58 million to you? A lot of people would have a hard time answering that question, especially if you got $58 million worth of bills to pay, right? That is so here's the deal. I'm going to lay out this idea to you, and I'm going to make it real quick because I want us to get on with our day. But I want you to consider this idea, and I'm calling the Council of Intelligent Black People, and I want to ask you if you can agree with me on this resolution. I believe that we do not want black celebrities to become black leaders. A black celebrity can be a leader of celebrities, but a black celebrity is not equipped to be a black leader. A black celebrity, unfortunately, most of them, and some of them are good people. You know, I know some of them. You know, I know a few. I don't hang out with a lot of celebrities, but the ones I run across, you know, some of them are okay. The ones that are not okay, I don't talk to them anymore. But the ones, there are a few that I have a lot in common with. I've spoken and said on many occasions, I have a lot in common with Charlamagne the God. You know, we're not the same guy. Sometimes things happen that he does that I don't understand. Sometimes I do things that he doesn't understand, but we understand each other in a certain space. But I believe that black celebrities, and this is no disrespect to the celebrities, but I believe black celebrities should not be black leaders. Why is that? Well, because here's the deal. To have someone as a leader, they've got to have a few things that leaders need to have with them in order to be effective at their job. And this is important. You know, when people started identifying me as even a black influencer, I never saw myself as a black leader. I didn't really want that role, but I knew I was an influencer. I also knew that I was an advisor. That's how I saw myself, as an advisor. I believe you can be your own best black leader, but I have to acknowledge that some people see me in a leadership capacity. So I thought about that and took that very seriously. I even got a leadership coach. I swear to God. I would meet with her and say, how do I become an effective leader? And she would say, Boyce K, you got to stop doing this. You got to start doing more of that. And she taught me how to evolve as a human being. So I hope that you've seen some of that evolution. I want to be a better person. I want to do the right thing. I don't want it to go to my head. I don't want to be stupid. So that was the process for me. Now, for a leader to be effective, in my opinion, you need to have a few things. One, there must be security, right? If they see one person, this is why you should never have leadership or a movement where there's one person who is larger than life, who is the head of the entire movement. Why is that? Well, because you make that person an easy target. If they want to take down the whole movement, all they got to do is take down one person. They could not take down Al-Qaeda because they identified Osama bin Laden as the leader, but Al-Qaeda had many cells. They were divided. They were diversified. So you really can't kill one person to take out that entire movement. Whereas for the black movement, you had Martin Luther King, boom, shot him. The whole black community shifted because one guy had become the figurehead. Take down Jesse Jackson, you know, when he's not here, Rainbow Push becomes a non-entity. You look at Malcolm X, killed him, boom, his whole movement died. A lot of it died. So I believe that you need, one, to be diversified, not one person as the figurehead, but then number two, you need security. That person needs to be protected. That person needs to be safe. In order for that person to be safe, they've got to do things that won't put themselves in harm's way. That means that if you have a man or a woman that is in leadership and they can't have basic things like some degree of even sexual discipline or some degree of discipline where they're not running around putting themselves in stupid situations, then that person can be affected. But if they're going around and constantly doing things that will make them unsafe, then it's not going to work. Two, they have to have a freedom from various addictions. A couple of addictions that come to mind are addictions to drugs and money. Actually, the four things that tend to get a man in trouble are sex, drugs, alcohol, gambling. You know, ladies, if you marry a man and he has trouble with any of those four areas, sex, drugs, alcohol, gambling, you might want to think twice about marrying that man. right? So the thing is that a man or a woman in leadership, if they have an addiction to things like drugs, that can be held over their head. It's going to create volatile behavior. It's going to cause them to make very bad decisions. That's not good for a leader. Also, the financial addiction, I believe, is what gets a lot of our celebrities too. A lot of our celebrities have drug addictions and financial addictions. Right?
What he said, I mean, I can imagine. Hey, you had all that money, you've been living a certain lifestyle. Shit. Man, you don't want the big house, the big car. Yeah, you know, those are token images, man. It's not real when you're not free. It's not real when you're not free. Ooh, it's been a long morning. I did a lot this morning. I am tired as hell. But yeah, I want to play some of Miss Vicky Dillard too. Oh yeah, once again, I represent my sister, man. She go hard in the motherfucking paint. Vicky Dillard. Have y'all heard of Vicky Dillard? I'm gonna leave a link in the description box. I want y'all to subscribe to both Dr. Boyce Watkins, Vicky Dillard. This is the new black media, baby. Oh shit. Mm. Y'all gotta excuse me, y'all. I'm in my me moment. Excuse me, y'all. Yeah, man, that was what's up. Got me all up this morning, man. But yeah, I'm gonna play my sister, Vicky Dillard. She went in. It's titled "Charlemagne the God said Nick Cannon should apologize," and I believe he said that on this show after Nick Cannon made that quote, and Charlemagne said he should apologize because somebody got the the power of Grayskull. Rock and roll with it.
So when Nick apologizes, when Terry Crews apologizes, when Van Jones repeatedly and consistently cries, when Bakari Sellers on CNN doesn't shed a tear, but uncontrollably wails on national television in the face of white supremacy. I love you, Killer Mike, but Killer Mike, when the microphone and all the lights and cameras were on you, beloved, during the Holy Uprising in Atlanta, Killer Mike, you can't have a name like Killer Mike and you can't have a name like Killer Mike and start in the middle of warfare like that. I believe in a man that is emotional with his woman in private. Be
Damn.
a lamb with your woman, brothers, but you gotta be a lion in the face of opposition in your bedroom chambers. But when you are facing our open opposers and those who want to see us destroyed. You got to be strong and very courageous. Thumbs up, family. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. 2,100 plus of you in the chat. We're so pleased that you were with us today. Listen, that's not all. On Twitter, y'all better follow me on Twitter at Dilla Vicky. I'll be giving the business on Twitter, y'all. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at Dilla Vicky. Follow me on Twitter at Dilla Vicky. But that's not all. I want to talk about these Epsilon males. What y'all know about these Epsilon males? Jonathan Greenblatt. This is another man in another organization that has shown extraordinary, that has attacked Black men and Black organization on a regular basis. Jonathan Greenblatt of the ADL. He tweeted this yesterday. He just recently tweeted this. Jonathan Greenblatt said, "What happened with Nick Cannon is a teachable moment. Instead, Charlemagne pushes a dangerous and age-old anti-Semitic trope. Nick Cannon held himself accountable. Charlemagne the God needs to do the same." Jonathan Greenblatt, this anti-Black man and anti-Black organization is demanding that Charlemagne the God submit and apologize. I'm going to say it again. Did you all text the word Queens to 31996? Somebody else just said that they received a notification from that. Text the word Queens to 31996. Watch this.
That shit crazy.
He just said at the end, Nick Cannon held himself accountable. Charlemagne the God needs to do the same. Do you see, Black family, how they're telling us to get down, to humble yourself? Do you see how they're openly trying to weaken us? Do you remember the picture that I showed you yesterday? This is the news. This is the cover for the Daily Beast. This is who they put on front of the Daily Beast yesterday. They're attacking all of our men. Every day this week, I have given you some kind of a story. Daily Beast yesterday.
Man, don't you like it when you love somebody, man? God, somebody got love for you, man. That make a motherfucker feel good. Great. You know? But yeah, back to what Vicky was talking about, man. They got all our so-called leaders, man. Well, I know it's one. And that ain't capitulated. You know, I know it's one. It is what it is on that.
They're attacking all of our men. Every day this week, I have given you some kind of a story where white mainstream media is trying to buck break Black men.
Trying, figure they doing it. You hear her?
I'm gonna read it again.
I got a headache. I was some BBC power.
Of course, I had, put my 2 cents into this Jonathan Greenblatt character.
Yeah.
This camper.
Yeah, you know who else on that shit? Stephen A. Smith on that shit, man. Let me look up Stephen. Oh, check this out right here, though, y'all. on what it do, man. I just be all over the place, man. I'm gonna leave link in the description box for all the content I've been talking about or what I've been playing and whatnot. But check this shit out right here, man. This is some fuck shit right here. Oh my God, man. Well, it's taking too long to load up. Oh, here you go. There you go. Is it gonna play? You need to play me, do something, don't it? Got me here looking crazy.
Will spend the rest of his life behind bars. The man who killed 18-year-old Nia Wilson at a BART station in Oakland will spend the rest of his life behind bars. Today, a judge sentencing John Lee Cowell to life in prison without the possibility of parole. For the Wilson family, the legal drama dragged on for 2 years is finally over. But they say the pain they feel is just as raw. NBC Bearers Melissa Colorado spoke to Wilson's family after they left court. She has more from Oakland for us.
Even though it's been 2 years, like yesterday.
Nia Wilson's family hardly ever missed a court date for her killer, John Lee Cowell, and even in the middle of a pandemic, today was no different. During a virtual sentencing hearing, the family watched as a judge sentenced Cowell to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Wilson's mother, Alicia Grayson, wore a personalized face mask with her youngest daughter's name and picture.
It was good to finally look him, through TV, and let him hear my voice.
Cowell was convicted back in March of first-degree murder for stabbing and killing 18-year-old Wilson as she was stepping off a train at the MacArthur BART station with her 2 sisters nearly 2 years ago. Cowell was also convicted of attempted murder for stabbing Nia's older sister, Latifah, who spoke at today's sentencing.
What I want him to understand is the pain that you inflict on people or anybody, it don't never go away.
At his trial, Cowell pled not guilty by reason of insanity. Alameda County Prosecutor Butch Ford said Cowell had no reaction until the very end, when he asked the judge if his attorney would be able to file an appeal.
Which I think is illustrative of his mindset.
In their search for justice, the Wilson family says they found a guardian angel to help them navigate the legal system.
If it wasn't for Butch, we would not be here. So thank you so much, Butch. If you watching, thank you, Butch. We love you.
John Lee Cowell now heads to San Quentin, where he will be evaluated for the next 90 days. From there, it's up to the Department of Corrections to decide which prison the 29-year-old will serve his life sentence. In Emeryville, Melissa Colorado, NBC Bay Area News.
29 years old. Spending the rest of your life in jail. Man, that's gotta suck. I remember when I caught my charge in 2008. Simple possession charge. You can go look it up or whatever. But man, it was seemed like a long time. 2 years seemed so long. And I could just life. Goodness. But you know what? You can get in trouble so fast. So fast. In a blink of an eye, you can change your life. Just like that. So while you young ones, take advice from an old school individual. Tell you to walk down the hill, don't run. The tortoise and the hare. I always endure to the end. And use and make wise decisions. Yes. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed your time. You know what I'm saying? I know I enjoyed giving it to you. Like, share, and I'm going to leave a link in the description box for the videos that I was playing for the audio. You can go back and check out the whole video yourself and get you some knowledge. Get you another fan base. Spread it on out. Give it to your girlfriends, homies. Send it to your homeboys, because Dr. Boris Watkins have you thinking on a different level, man. You know, you won't look at money as the same. You won't be on no nigga trap, no nigga tip, no trying to buy no Jordan. You be thinking about investing or getting out of debt. You feel me? But anyway, like this video, share and subscribe. Thank you for tuning in to What It Do. Peace. Yep.